National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. Well, he's going to take a shot. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Let's go. Let's go. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Looking a little bit like a continuation of last week. He had 3 tackles for a loss, and now 1 more here in the first quarter of this game.
And there's been no lack of force by him, taking on the offensive linemen, playing them, but also there's a suddenness to his game. They have that initial contact, and then he's gone, moving upfield and making those plays in the backfield.
It's a big body moving upfield, too.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Underneath for Miller. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So here are the Titans backed up to start this drive. The former national champion at Clemson bringing him onto the field, and that's the signal caller, Deshaun Watson. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Set. 19. Check. 59. 65. 66. 24. And let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson eluding the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. The 20. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 run. There, those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's Watson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Tyreek Hill, 82 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing on second down. Watson rolling to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. From the gun on third, Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got third and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 22, Fitzpatrick. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Defense.
Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Keep playing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Fitzpatrick setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Draw play. This is Miller. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now on 2nd and 13. Fitzpatrick got his man. It's Eifert. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, Watson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Watson's pass, intended for Tyreek Hill, incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll be. Back him up 5. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the stick, 2nd and 15.
Pick it up. Whip. Watch the whip.
Out of the gun, Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Get ready.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hill on the return. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you. You got tape.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Switch.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on third down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Let's go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
You got nothing. 31. He's checking. Crash. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Watson gets this one to Hill. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Check 99. Check 6. Double up.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Touchdown, Titans. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
So this drive spans 7 plays, and Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Look at DJ Chark as he and the rest of the offense head back out. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 4. One of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick caught, Eifert over the middle. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Drive. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw on 3rd down. Fitzpatrick, open man, Taylor Gabriel. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football.
Well, the element of surprise was there. All right, there's no doubt about it. For us, maybe. But not for the guys on defense. An incomplete pass on the fake field goal attempt.
I guess, though, if you're trying to pick up the first of that spot, why not let your QB throw the ball, right?
That might be a better
instead
way
of
to
your
go?
kicker, yeah.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack, Watson. So we reach half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play that time for the Titans. Give him 58 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Now West. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got me right. Don't be scared of it. 31's the mark. Let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. but I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
To throw, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. But now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
On second down, Jacobs. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
31's the mic. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. 31's the mic.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Oh, he slipped right by him. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick to throw it, and he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And they got the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Here we go.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Watson on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Running is Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll run with Miller. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike, right there, right there in the middle, 55. Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now Fitzpatrick. This will be caught at about the 5. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Fitzpatrick. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He wasn't ready.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play, and I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Fitzpatrick now. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Yeah, he is out up around the 15-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I can't believe they even let you get 31's the mic. Woo! 31's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. I think he mad. No.
Here's West. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Titans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Watson now, operating from the gun. Complete, he finds Bray. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Watson now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
59 mark, check, 59, 24. I got him. Shoot, watch the shoot.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
All day, baby, let's go.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Time to go, 931. Check 55. Check 15. And go.
Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Now on 2nd and 16. Watson and Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Kill. 31's the mic. In your face. 31's the mic.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Watson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
31. 59 mark, check.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. To throw is Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On second down, Fitzpatrick again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Fitzpatrick. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Here's Fitzpatrick. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on this. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run with their fullback. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. As they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Watson, and that should just about do it for this ball game.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for Tennessee, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks.